So in terms of user monitoring and error handling, so the user monitoring piece is really what I've just showed you there. We can see all of those edits that all users have made over time. We can audit those and track those. In terms of actually error handling in the extension itself, we've got status messages within that actual GUI, within the pop-up, that tell us whether the writeback extension is ready and live and ready to write back to that SQL database. We've got we've got those error messages and configuration error messages in case some of the settings are incorrect. We've got a full debug logging files that are generated in the background to pick up any errors there. And then in terms of the Qlik reload process and getting that script right, we can use the native script, Qlik script logs, to debug any of those partial reloads. So just jumping back across to the extension again, I'll just show you an example of some of those error messages. So I'm just going to grab a subset of these transactions again. And if I pop open my extension editing window, we can see up in the top right-hand corner of the window here, we've got this tick beside DB status. And what this is telling me is that my settings, data, and history tables are all connected. We're live with the SQL database, and we're ready to do a write back. Now, if I come in here and actually intentionally create an error in my extension, so what I could do here, I might accidentally have misspelt one of these table names when I set this up. What we'll see here is that when we go to open up the writeback extension, that error message is going to be throwing an error here. And if we hover over that error, it's going to tell us the settings table's fine, the history table's fine, but the data table, it can't find this table in the SQL database. We're not live and we're not ready to do a write back. We need to fix this error before we proceed. So that's just a quick example of some of the error messages. We've tried to make those as sort of proactive as possible so that any errors get resolved before it gets to the point where the user experience is being hampered.